Hello guys, good news is coming. From now on, I want to share some of my experience with Blender with you. So in this video, we will model a very cool stylized wooden hanging board. It's a part of an entire course. You can see its demo at the top of the screen. I will leave the link for the course in the description. Please hit the like button on the videos that inspire you and click the subscribe button to become a valued member of our community. And be sure to activate the bell notification so you never miss an exciting upload. Without any further ado, let's dive into tutorial. I move my 3D cursor at this position by holding down Shift and right click, because I will add a plane at this area. We could use some of the pre-made asset, for example this wooden slat, but I will ignore that because I will model everything from scratch. So Shift A and add a plane. Rotate it in Z-axis by 90 degrees. Then press Tab and in edit mode add some loop cut. Instead of having all the wooden slats regular, I will make those irregular because it is natural and make the object interesting. As I said, the appearance of nature is irregularity. In edit mode, there is another editing tool which I didn't mention yet. That is called knife tool. You can select it from the tool menu or enable it by using the K hotkey. So I select it and I will make a cut at the left bottom corner of this object. Then I press Enter to assign that. To get rid of the knife tool, click on Select Box. I will add another loop cut at the center of the right side faces. Now I got 6 organic faces, which I want to separate each face individually. For that, press 3 to get the face mode, then I select each face and I press P, then I choose selection. You can do that for all other faces. Because all of these is separated individually, we need to set their origin point at the center of each face. I want to manipulate these objects. So I select those and I press Tab. And in edit mode, I move these 2 vertices up. If you like, you can turn all origin to check each object's origin point. Now I will add Solidify modifier to this face. Then add a bevel modifier. As you can see, I got a peek and gun. I want to convert it to quad instead of handgun. That is an easy fix. I select the top vertices, then right click and subdivide. Then I select the top middle vertex with the bottom vertex, then press J to join those. Let me turn off Solidify modifier for a second to see clearly what's going on. Now select the top and the bottom vertices of the left side, right click and subdivide. Then select the center vertices and press J to join. Now we converted them into a quad shape. This is not necessary to convert those to a quad. Even we can have endgun on our object, especially when we are making game assets. But having quad will help us to have a good texturing in the future. I changed my mind. and I want to join these two objects at the right side. Then I select those and I press Ctrl J. When you select the object, you have to press Ctrl J. But if you want to merge or join the vertices, you press J. When we merge these two objects, we should remove unused vertices, which is on top of each other. So in edit mode, press A to select all the vertices, then press M and choose by distance. Now it will remove two vertices. And the reason for that is that at this place there is two vertices on top of each other. Let's do the same thing with these two faces. At the first, it seems to be merged, but the reality is not. If I select these two objects and in edit mode, I move one of the vertices, as soon as I move it, you see that these are not merged until we get rid of the unnecessary vertices. Therefore, we need to press A to select everything, then press M and choose by distance. Now I want to add the same modifier as I added to the bigger slat. For that, select all the slats, then last should be the slat which has the modifier on that. Then press Ctrl and L and choose Copy Modifier. I will adjust some of these objects to give it more organic shape. I will play around with the thickness of my wooden slat. And to assign the same thickness to other parts, I will do the same process. So select all the objects, then the biggest slat, and press Ctrl L and choose Copy Modifier. It's time to demonstrate another modifier that's called Boolean modifier. I will demonstrate that by creating a hole on this piece of wood. So holding Shift and right click to move your 3D cursor at that position. Now press Shift A and add a cylinder. Scale it down and rotate it 90 degrees in Y-axis. Press 7 to look at from the top orthographic. It seems to be okay. So let's select the object that we want to assign the Boolean modifier. From the modifiers section, add the Boolean modifier. Set it on difference. Then with the eyedropper, select the cylinder. If I switch to wireframe mode, you see that we created already a hole. I will get rid of the bevel modifier for now because I want to demonstrate that what other option Boolean modifier has. There's 3 different Boolean type. I start with intersect, but it's hard to see things. So let's select the cylinder and from object properties, open up the viewport display. And set the display as to wireframe. Now everything is clearly visible. Intersect will hide everything else, except what is inside the target object. In this case, our target object is this cylinder. If I select the cylinder and in edit mode I play with its scale, it just shows us whatever is inside the cylinder as a target object. Let's set it to union. The union will unite the target object with main object, and the difference will subtract the target object from the main object. Now I will apply the Boolean modifier and delete the cylinder. Let's add a bevel modifier to get back our smooth bevel. If you add a bevel to an object and it didn't work, the problem is that you got an n-gun. What is n-gun? Well, everything more than 4 vertices called n-gun. Or in other words, everything except the triangle and quad will be n-gun. Having n-gun is not a big problem, but sometimes they will make problem, like here for example. First, I will apply the solidify modifier. To be able to use bevel modifier, we need to merge these 2 vertices or dissolve the edge. Keep in mind that 2 vertices create 1 edge. Because these 2 vertices is too close, they will not let the bevel do its job. So I will remove them. For that, select these vertices, then press X and choose dissolve vertices. Oh, it destroyed my model. So instead, let's select the edge and dissolve that. For that, press 2 to get the edge mode, then select these 2 edges and press X and dissolve the edges. Voila! Now bevel modifier work really good. I will put some smaller stick around this chalkboard. With the help of these small sticks, I will connect the different part of my chalkboard. I add a cube and I adjust it in edit mode to convert it to a piece of wood. You can add a bevel modifier if you like. Duplicate it and put it at the bottom. Do that again for the left side. After done, select all the part of your chalkboard and rotate it by 45 degrees. Now as before, I will create another hole at the top part of my chalkboard. Let's duplicate one of these smaller sticks, and with the help of that, I will connect these 2 pieces to make it reality and believable. Now let's select both with Shift D and move those to the backside as well. Later I will create a rope to connect the chalkboard to those smaller sticks at the top. That's it, and see you in the next video.